Scorpio, what do we have from Spirit? Okay. I'm feeling May, I'm feeling June, and then I'm feeling like a peak in July of some type of a theme where you may be dealing with like either a love partner or examining what it is exactly that you want in partnerships. This doesn't necessarily just have to be in love, but basically figuring out what kind of support you need and want. But it's about how you can use relationships that are healthy, including in work, to assist you in leveling up in many different ways. So I think that while that's going to be a bit of a theme around that time, it doesn't seem to come with an answer, or it doesn't get like leveled up at that time. It's just like an examination period. I do feel it resurrecting itself in the middle of November, like the 2 weeks in the middle of November. I also feel an incline with resources at the end of December leading into January. So now we're looking into like 2022, where things seem to be given to you that you've earned, or you feel that you've earned. So if you do spend the time, if you have in 2020, if you do in 2021, spend the time, do the hard work, make sure that you're not cutting any corners, you're not skimping in any way. It's almost like you're on a karmic trial throughout the year. You will get that payout at the end. So again, even with things like, your taxes, making sure that you're being ethical in the way that you deal with your money and other people in business, your relationships, it's all about give and take, and then having that karmic payout at the end if you kind of level up in that way. That's how it looks to me.
So Scorpios, so they have Saturn square Uranus in the fourth. So they're asking, when Saturn enters your fourth, you're asking to be boss in your home. Okay, so you're asking to be more responsible with the home. So a lot of times you're downsizing. So whether that be you're just reorganizing it so that it makes more sense, or you're actually moving to a smaller space. But when Saturn ends up there, like you can do reconstruction on your house. There's a lot of that going on. And the seventh is where Uranus is, and that's relationships. So shakeups with the house and relationships, maybe the people that you have in the home. You know what I mean? You're trying to organize the house so that, your relationships can change with them in, this can be maybe they don't like the changes, but they kind of you have to like sort of boss up and tell them they need to follow it. The eclipses for you are in the 8th and the 2nd. So income, intimacy, sharing money, and values. So you're rethinking about how you make money, and you're rethinking how you share that money, and how much you're going to share. Mercury retrogrades in the 4th, the 8th, and the 12th. So again, we have the home, rethinking the home. Perhaps this is, the reorganization part of it. We have Mercury retrograde in the 8th. So again, we're talking about shared finances. So kind of a big deal this year. And we have the 12th house as well. So karmic endings, rethinking your spiritual connection, your faith. There's big, heavy emphasis on money with Scorpio this year. For love, in May, Jupiter does move in briefly into your 5th house. I think that's a blessing. It gives you like a little bit of a glimpse into having a little more fun and maybe a new relationship on the horizon. But 2022 looks more fun, but you kind of get a glimpse of it. And this January 2021, Mars is in the 5th, so you could meet somebody there, or you could have some romance in January.